forget. We live on Avery Road. We live on Avery Road. Should be easy to see. This could be you, could be me. We shouldn't sit by idly, accepting everything that we are told. I live on Avery Road. I live on Avery Road. Avery Road.
Oh, hello. Oops, well, there you go. Hey, everyone. I'm Courtney Skinner. I'm not always going to use Stacy Seabrook's song, but I absolutely love that song, so I'm always going to put something. And I looked at Brad Dassey's, and I was going to use one of his songs, but I don't really know where he's at with it all, and I'm not trying to create any drama for him, but I was going to use They Didn't Do It, that he wrote, which is pretty awesome. So I think I have permission to use his music too. But actually, when I went to his page to start looking at his music, I was like, there's a lot of good ones there. So we're definitely gonna play some of his stuff too. I just want to make sure it's not causing him any shit. I have with me today my buddy and teammate Kim. Hey, Kim.
Hey, Court. How you doing?
I'm
Hi,
good.
Mary.
Thank you for. I'm hoping that you'll run the chat. I don't know what's going to happen. It just kind of distracts me. So, we might not even have a lot of people. I just wanted to, I know you and I have been talking and, others about these letters that were written. Stevens came out. I hate to even I hate to even make a mistake because if I think it was the 22nd, it might be the 23rd, but it seems like if I get that date wrong, it's going to be considered misinformation. So the 22nd or 23rd of January, Stephen wrote a letter. We all have seen it. It's 4 pages long. And in it, he's basically saying his whole family is involved. And he lists everybody. It's nobody. It wasn't anything new to me. And of course, the letter was okay. I was happy. If that's how he wanted to put it out, that he wrote it, I don't know. I know that he had talked about sending that letter probably for a good month before he sent it out because he talks to Kim Ducat and he kept telling her, I'm writing this letter. I want it to be right. I'm writing this letter. And we were kind of waiting around going, okay, when's it coming? Because we don't, when Kim Ducat talks to Steven, it isn't like we sit there or she sits there and they can talk over things. I think she said it's a 10, maybe 15-minute call.
Yeah.
And she's been having phone problems and stuff. So it's funny because a lot of times when she talks to him, I don't know. There's obviously conversation about what's going on in the world and in the case and out here. But it's mainly, about how he's doing, what's new with him. And, I think she does her best to try to keep it positive, but also listens and stuff. So anyway, when he put the letter out, he sent it through Sandra Greenman, and it got pretty silenced there. A few people did videos that were pretty cool. Did you see any of them, Kim? I think I saw Jax's. That was good. Millbilly and Mark Hodnett did a video.
Right.
Some other people did did videos as well.
Well, yeah, there was quite a few that were, you know, expounded on his letter, and you know, he doesn't he doesn't put too much out there for the masses. And yeah, he kind of explained how he was feeling, and he also, you know, he kind of wanted people to know what he had on his mind, what he's been thinking about for the last, what, 13, 14, 15 years. And of course, obviously, you can't think of it all when you got somebody right in your face. Yeah, 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 I won't leave you alone. And I get it. You know, when you're nervous, a lot of times you forget a lot of things. You forget dates or you forget certain things. But he had time to sit down and really put some heart into it and put his mind into it and his thoughts into it. And, you know, that's to him, it was important to get this information out. And it's also good for everybody to hear from him. So, yeah.
Yeah,
But there are a few out there that are talking about it, and I think we all need to talk about it and know that Stephen isn't happy where he's at, and he wanted the world to know that he's not
right,
happy.
right. And his letter, I mean, he goes into a little bit of detail, as far as where the cell phone towers, where their phones hit the towers and things like that. I'm not going to read the letter because I'm sure everybody can find it. Also, Brendan Dassey's letter, I'm not going to read that. It's in my head, and yep, I may not be completely accurate. I'm going to do my best, but I've read it 1,000 times now. So, with Stephen's letter, um, I feel like he did. I mean, I guess he did a good job writing it. I don't know who helped him write it. I know we've gotten some questions too, saying that didn't really seem like the way that he writes either. My opinion on all that stuff is I don't know. I mean, if Steven, I think of course, he's got people he's working with as well. I don't know who they are. I know I met one woman at the rally in Waupun, and she says she talks to him every week. Real great lady. So I assume that he's got, a good list of people that he communicates with.
Yeah.
And whoever, if he has, somebody helping him write it, I don't know. Same with Brendan, I don't know. I really will get more into that. What I he sent the letter, and as far as I'm concerned, he wanted it to his supporters. So I'm out here now thinking Steven Avery has written this letter, and obviously our fan base, or the people that watch us, is really pretty small because it's just a handful of researchers that or maybe more. I get a couple hundred people, whatever, that watch the videos, but still, I'm happy with that.
Yep.
And I'd love to be able to get his letter out bigger, but I don't have the capacity to do that. I'm not a big person. I'm just a simple person trying to do my best. So it would be pretty incredible. I think a big reason that a lot of people didn't want to talk about the letter or touch it is because they assumed, or there wasn't any validation on it from Kathleen Zellner. So I think a lot of people thought that he wrote this and maybe she didn't know about it or whatever. And I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know I don't think she really knew about it, but it's pretty obvious she knows about it now and everything's fine. Steven didn't write a letter that put out something that Zellner isn't thinking about. I mean, that would be absolutely fucking crazy, right? So obviously he's in touch enough with his attorney that they're on the same page and he's able to write this letter, right? If it didn't come from her, and it doesn't need to come from her. So, it is what it is. And obviously she's okay with it. I know Kim, I think she talked to him yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And he said Zellner's working on
something new,
something big for him. So I don't know what it is. No freaking clue. There's no, I don't know. Maybe it has to do with all of this. I don't know.
It's possible.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I think Kim said she too brought up him or her working with Johnny Depp, and he seemed to have thought that it was going to be, kind of a fast thing. Like Zellner wasn't going to need to put a shit ton of energy into it. It was pretty much, cut and dry, and it's not going to be a big waste of her time. Not waste, but take away from Steven. So that's
Right.
okay. So that letter comes out the 21st or 22nd of January. It apparently Sandra Greenland put it out, and when she put it out, she got some slack from the Avery family, which is, gee, I wonder why that happened, because Steven is pointing at his own brothers, and obviously Kathleen Zellner's main suspect right now is Bobby, Brendan's brother.
Right.
So, yeah, people got a little touchy. So in the meantime, what was it last week, Kim, that Brendan put out a letter? Was it a week now? Christ, it seems like a year with everything that went on surrounding it.
Yeah.
But was
Seems
it like a week ago?
Hi,
Christ.
Dave.
No, I'm not. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not pulling up that letter because I don't really want this to be a very long video. I just want to talk a little bit and see what people are thinking. Brendan writes a letter. Okay. Brendan's letter comes from an email that he has sent to his mother, mommy, dearest, Barb Taddick. And I'm sorry, but anyway. So he writes this letter, and I think the first line is that he would like for people to quit accusing Barb, Scott, and Bobby. That he feels like they're in no way involved. He'd like us to quit accusing them. Accusing them was the words. A lot of people are saying that he's asked us to quit bullying them. Well, I don't even know what that means. We are in a fucking bullpen in this research community, and yet things get weird. But anyway, then he goes on to say, okay, I'm just going to say what I know about the story. I've maybe said it. I don't know if you know about it, Kim, but random post on Facebook, a woman, I don't know where she's from, commented, I don't even think it was a post, saying, would it be beneficial for Brendan to have, high-powered attorneys, that could help him too.
Right.
And I don't know. I didn't even follow it anymore. I saw it and I kind of shrugged my shoulders like, good idea. I don't have to have input on everything. Excuse me. So I think Corey Zipper had posted, good idea. I don't think he took any steps to start a GoFundMe. I don't know. What I do know is that Corey Zipper has been out here talking about things that have gone on with him in Calumet County, some crazy ass stuff. I have talked to him. I think he's a good guy. One of the things, I've had my issues with a lot of people. I have fucking said some shit. I've been mad at people. I try to work it out, try to be accountable. I didn't think that Corey Zipper was stepping on any toes or anything with that, but I don't know. But so the letter comes out, and he says in the second paragraph that he doesn't want new attorneys. He's very happy with Nyrider and Drizzen, so please stop this GoFundMe. Okay. Still, I don't know much about it. Okay, so the letter comes out, and Barb goes on a Facebook page and posts the letter. And it's pretty interesting because a lot of people got on and had comments about the letter. And of course, immediately people were saying this letter doesn't seem like it was written by Brendan, because it was written, it was well written. And for me, the red flag was at the end when he says, thank you for your kindness, compassion, whatever he said. I mean, great that he said it. It's a nice thing to say. It just didn't seem very much like Brendan.
Right.
So the post comes out. People are questioning whether Brendan wrote it. And it was kind of a cool post because it was a question. Nothing to get too upset about. It was a question. And within, I don't know, 5, 6 comments, it was cleared of, okay, he could have, he wrote this. Where I never thought that Barb put out a fake email from Brendan. I just thought people thought that somebody helped him write the letter. No big deal. And it would, for me, I don't know if you were on that post, kid, but it felt to me like, okay, it's resolved. Nobody needs to question whether Brendan wrote it. It's very possible. He's got he's got a computer. He could use big words. He can get help. He can get help from whoever he wants. It's none of our freaking business, right?
Right.
So there was that discussion on this post, and then all of a sudden, Barb went a little bit quiet, and then all of a sudden Carla gets on and does a post saying that it's pretty bad that they had to ask Brendan to write the letter in order to get Corey Zipperer to stop pursuing this GoFundMe that Brendan didn't want. Well, I was like, wait a minute, you're saying right here in this post that you had to ask him to stop this. Well, what's funny about it, and you probably know this, is that for one, you'd have a hard time arguing with Corey Zipper. He kind of holds himself well. He keeps his class. I wish I was more like him. But I keep laughing about it going, well, Barb and Carla, why not just unblock Corey and ask him? Why not get a hold of him and talk to him and straighten, I personally don't think that Carla and Barb were out there saying, Corey Zipper, don't start this GoFundMe. Corey Zipper, don't do this. I think that they didn't do anything except for say to Brendan, hey, there's this guy out there, and the guy keeps pointing over at our house, Bobby. So, then, a lot of the people that absolutely are, just lovey-dovey with Barb, oh man, they got on there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, did they ever get on there?
And then they were, even after Carla says it's pretty bad that we had to, ask him to write this. To me, that's her saying we had to get him to write this. I don't know what more you need for somebody to admit that they helped him.
Right.
And of course, in my haste, I use the word coerced. I'm like, yep, it looks like we know who coerced the letter. And of course, that drew people insane.
Oh, God.
And I didn't really mean it in the way that Wiegert will coerce somebody, but I just felt like, okay.
Right.
And anyway, I thought that was interesting that they were making such a big deal out of, not being able to get through to Corey. I'm like, okay, so much weirdness and drama. And then I just had to step back and go, well, if Carla got a hold of him that he needed to say something about Corey, you don't think that, little Barbie wasn't in there going, and they're attacking all of us. And I mean, I guess I sit here and go, the poor guy, I won't call him a kid, the poor guy
right,
is living in a fucking cage.
Right.
Now he gets to talk to his mom, and how dare she? Lady, what are you gonna, Brendan, everybody's on me, because that's how Barb is. It's always about her.
Right.
She even puts up a post saying, nobody knows what it's like to be me. Oh, lady. Never does she say, despite the fact that my son is in a cage until 2049, wrongfully convicted, completely set up by the state and whoever, my poor son is in there. And then on top of it, I have to deal with this. No, it was just like, I got to deal with this.
Yeah.
So then, of course, it got icky and dirty there with a lot of the researchers, and then the people that are good friends with Barb and say they're, Brendan supporters went and did their videos, and that's fine. I think I did go, right? I think I did listen to them. And that is such a touchy subject with the others, I'm not going to get into everything going on, but basically in their videos, they really got down on me on my last video about Brendan's letter, because I had said, to me in my heart, he's a boy, and I, and so they made it kind of a big deal out of me saying that, and they're saying he's a man and he reads books and he's got a high IQ. He's not a little boy, and no way is Barb manipulating him. There's no way Barb would manipulate him. I'm like, you guys, Carla just said that she asked him to write the letter. So I don't know. And you know what? There's never been a day that Barb wasn't manipulating him.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it.
Right.
And to be honest, that's how it is being a mother. I don't know many kids that aren't, not necessarily manipulated. Well,
Guided.
their mother, but they're certainly, influenced by them. But
Guided.
doesn't it
Guided.
make you feel a little weird too that she's bringing this onto him while he's in there?
Yeah, it
I mean,
does.
they act like Corey Zipper ain't shit, but apparently he has so much power that he was going to go out and get this kid of lawyers without any, it's,
It's ludicrous.
and
It's
then
ludicrous. It's drama.
right.
It's drama.
And then when it came out in that way, I was like, I did sit there and go, okay, let's think about it. And this is my question. I don't have the answer. Wouldn't it be good for him to have a high-powered attorney as well? I mean, Nyrider and Drizzen, I'm not saying they're not doing a good job. I don't personally follow Nyrider and Drizzen. I don't know why. I guess because I'm so busy with what I'm doing here, and I don't know. It's not that I don't support Brendan. I'm just not as much following that part of it. But I'm not saying they need to go. I don't know. I haven't done enough research to make that statement, but I'm asking, wouldn't it?
I,
When Steven was using Risa Evans, wouldn't it have, I thought she rocked. If there was anybody I could talk to, it would be that lady, because I thought she was awesome. But I'm just saying, is it really strange to wonder if he needs better counsel?
I
And as
mean,
far as I'm concerned, any counsel in this state is suspicious to me, even out of the state with me, but you know what I mean.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it might not hurt for somebody to, like offer, but as far as it being, um, you know, jabbed at him, no, I don't think so. But if somebody wanted to, step up and offer, well, hey, I bet you Nyrider and Drizzen would just say, yeah, come on in and have a seat. Let's talk. They
Well,
don't appear to me to be like the big bad wolf, but you never know.
no,
That's their client.
right. And anyway, I thought that was kind of interesting. Like I said, that Corey has that much power, and that there is just no freaking way that Barb and Carla could stop this without Brendan writing the letter.
Right.
Right. So interesting.
Yeah.
So
Very.
So basically, here we are, is that we've got this letter that Steven wrote. Well, it's been a while now, huh? Over a month.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, this letter comes out that Carla says she's asked him to write, and maybe she only asked him to write the part about Corey, but it's funny how it was slipped in there after Steven says my whole family is involved, and goddamn, yes, he means Bobby, and of course he means Scott. Sorry, Barb, Scott's going down.
Yep.
Okay, and we know he means Chuck, because Chuck is Chuck's one of the biggest parts of it,
Oh.
So now we got Brendan's letter who's saying, you need to quit accusing Scott, Barb, and Bobby. And then you have all the people that are friends with Barb. Okay. And now they're doing videos, and they're flat out. They've drawn a line in the sand, and they're saying, if you're saying you support Brendan, you have to honor his letter. If you don't honor his letter, if you continue to accuse Barb, Bobby, or Scott, then you can no longer call yourself a Brendan supporter.
Wrong.
Right. So that's kind of where it's at right now. And isn't it so funny? Like I said, I'm like, well, gee whiz, it looks like Brendan maybe has solved this, or does Brendan know more than we know? Right? Like I said, does Kathleen Zellner know that Brendan just put out a letter completely clearing her prime suspect?
Exactly.
And so then the people that are, it's very odd, because it's kind of exposed a lot of the people that are totally just friends with the family And really, none of those people will even look in the direction of Scott, Bobby, or Barb.
Oh no, no,
So
those people.
apparently, these are the Brendan supporters. We are not. And even though I drive around with a fucking 2 bed sheets that say "Free Brendan Dassey" because you got to have your signage. And I've made my own T-shirts. I have made my own car magnets that say "Free Dassey." Of course, my gosh, I'm here for Brendan Dassey, whether they want to allow me into their little group or not, that's fine. And really, I feel like right now with the chaos and the drama and the absolute, oh my gosh,
Hater creators.
influences,
Oh,
the
excuse me.
influencers,
Excuse me.
and it's been brutal, hasn't it, Kim?
Oh yeah, very, very name
Mhm.
calling. You know, there's whores out there, and there's
They called me a whore in their video. Isn't it something? I'll just be honest. Until last summer, I was celibate for too fucking long. But anyway,
I'm talking
and
about.
I really wasn't a whore that in the summer. But anyway, I'll take it. I'll take it if that's all they got.
Well, I mean, and then the threat that, well, I hope that they come to the rally with the same energy, and I hope that they talk to Barb and uh, threatening to whip people's ass and knock them in the
Well,
head and
that is a funny that situation. Okay, let's try to explain it a little bit. That there's a influencer out there, and her name is Nosy Wren. And it's funny, Kim, because it's been about a month. It was longer than that you and her had an issue on your Facebook page. She was mad at you for saying something about Jinx. And then she comment to like, how dare you speak about my friend when she's not even here to defend herself? And in a way, I agreed with her. I mean, I thought it was pretty snarky and rude, but anyway, I don't know who Nosy Ren is. I didn't know who she was. I'm not part of that group. And then
right.
she was all over Corey Zipper, and then she got down on Anna. And isn't it something that the first thing that these women will come back with is that Anna's on meth? Like, what the fuck?
Oh my God.
Why? Because she's thin? I mean, talk about putting out fake information. They obviously have the skills to look into Anna's record. We can look it up. They went and looked up my record. I got a disorderly conduct, I think 2010, 2011. Good story if they'd ever asked, but maybe they've gotten a hold of my police records, and that's fine too. It's kind of funny. But so once she started going on Anna, that was kind of when I was like, okay, I don't really like to get caught in the drama, but it was just so personal and hurtful and
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, so then what happened there is Anna got frustrated with her because she was being so rude and snarky that she posted, "You're a bitch."
Uh,
And hey, it ain't my world, it ain't my fucking Facebook page. I didn't do it, I didn't say it, but that was that. And then it was, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. So don't use this is no, talk to Anna if you'd like, but or talk to Nosy Ren if you're so inclined. But it was something about see you at the rally. Say that when you see me at the rally. I don't know how it all went. I got a message from a few people about it, and I'm like, oh, geez, here we are. Anyway, I felt like because of some of the horrible, I mean, talk about immature, disturbing person. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to go in anymore into it. And I didn't even realize it until after the last couple days. Other people are like, yeah. Anyway, so I did need to know who Nosy Ren was because I want to know, especially when I feel so weird about it. And I figured out who she was, and she claimed that wasn't a big deal. But anyway, it just kept getting dirtier. And then that's where the video came out recently about the letter, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, where I feel like we're at, and with their statement of saying, if you don't support Brendan, you're not a supporter. I mean, it blew my mind. I was just sitting there going, wow, damn. I wish
Yeah.
you would have told me a few years ago because I'd have saved a lot of time had I not been out here, trying to fight for
Exactly.
justice for these two men. So I guess I,
Oh, here we go.
I hate that, don't worry about them. They can say we're lying. I think that's Linda Kay. Oh, back to you. Okay. Okay. So I'll answer these. I'm happy. I'm very accountable, but I didn't want this video. I'm not actually going to let this video go much deep. We're not going to do this here. Becca Chu, here's what I'm going to ask you. Will you do a live with me tomorrow? You and me, Becca. I see you up there. And Becca, we've had conversations on the phone. This will not, how we interact. So I'm very open to that. I would really like it. As far as the video that came out, I am not at all, everything I feel like that was said about me, I absolutely would like to talk about because there is a way big miscommunication, maybe obviously a misunderstanding. And I can tell you right now, if it came out of this fucking mouth, if it came from me, I will be accountable for it. If like Linda Kay is saying, she sent me emails. I looked at all my emails today. I did not
Right.
find, but I am not saying if she had, if I'd have found the email today, I would have written to her and said, I just found your email. I looked through, I don't see any emails. Not trying to start a war. I'd like to have a conversation. Okay. And if that's possible, I'll do it. Nope. I mean, I don't know. I guess I could have others be on there, but it doesn't matter. What we're talking about right now is the comment of a video that said that you are not a Brendan supporter if you don't honor his words of saying, quit accusing Scott of Barbie. It's not gonna happen.
Oh, Linda Kay.
It feels like there's like a really crisp line divided, which is the fucking worst thing that could happen in all of this. And I'm sorry that I'm any part of that because I've always, and I still do want to unite the community, but I can only take so much. We out here that live here can only take so much. I met with the local the other day, this guy that I have been, I mean, it's before I even met with him, it took him a month to trust me enough to even have interaction with him. So it's been a few months and we've had this limited communication and we finally had this meeting and the guy is phenomenal and you guys are never going to believe what he's got and he's coming with it. There's a whole process to get in there because it involves other people. But what he said was the guy he's a real he's a good man. And he said to me, he got angry, which is something that I've never, he didn't get angry like physical, but he said, every time somebody comes and asks for information, hold on, let me finish this thought and then I'll go to what's happening on the chat because I'm not looking at it. But he said to me, every time somebody gets a hold of us for information, they take the information and they never come back. And he says, this is my fucking life. My life is threatened. These people get to sit on a computer, flip it off and go get a bonbon, but my life is in danger. And of course, we know exactly what he's saying. So I really, I don't really care what people think. I know that a lot of people are like, you won't put your information out. I am a little stingy with it. I am. And it's not because I want to keep it. It's because I offered and nobody did anything with it. And I'm just going to say it. I am not competing to be, the greatest researcher on earth, but I'll be damned. I'm a damn good researcher. And I have, Kim, oh yep. My God, all the shit I have. And I don't know if I need to, get on Tinder and try to meet somebody that fucking knows how to use a computer that can, take all my shit and just boom, boom, get it all out. Cause it would be great. I am not a computer person. It's weird that I'm even on this freaking YouTube. So I'm not going to teach myself that, you know, I'm very busy, and I, I have a, I do what I do in this case, and it's not going to be making a fabulous video, although, oh, I wish, or I wish I could, you know, fly across the screen, all my files and stuff. I don't know how. And I am 50, what am I, 50 fucking 4? I'm
Yeah.
not going to learn. I can't. This is my everyday. This case is what I do, because I personally feel like I don't want to look into other cases. I want this one. I want these guys out. And I feel like if we all did come together and we could figure it out and strongly stand as one, we could get so much done. So, not saying that that can happen, but just saying that it's not gonna. I think what hurts and what makes me the most bitter about it all is I felt like right from the beginning I was saying, please help me. That's why I worked with Allie Apperson. That's why I worked with Mama Casey, Mama Phoenix, Robert Ducky. You know, there's a list.
Yeah.
Because I was like, okay, we got these people that do a fabulous job on YouTube. Cool. They can get this out. Or I got somebody here, you know. Anyway, I have a lot of stuff, and I get it. I get it that people think that I'm crazy because I won't put my proof out. But, you know, I guess I can live with that. You know, I know I'm not crazy. I know who I'm working with. I know that my stuff is going where it needs to go. So I just try to stay focused on what I'm doing, and that is meeting with locals, talking constantly about the case, and always trying to, you know, get more going. Okay, should I stop here? Are we going to look at this chat? Is that what we're doing, Kim?
Sure, if you want to. And James, by the way, I don't have a problem with you. Seems you have a problem with me.
Okay.
I never had a problem with you. And wait, I have something I need to say. They're saying that you're disrespecting Stacy by using his music, but I believe that both you and I talked to Stacy Seabrook.
What? Where is that? Where
Jinx
does
said
it
it.
say that?
She said, Jinx says, and such disrespect to you, to Stacy to use his song.
Okay, where is Mr. Jinx? Are you fucking nuts right now? Do you think that I don't have Stacy Seabrook's permission? Go
this is
away,
where
lady.
the stuff starts.
How dare you? Absolutely, I have his permission.
And yeah, we went
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, you know, see.
It's always something. It's always something.
Okay, wait. We'll just stop here, and I'm gonna look. I don't even see that comment about Stacy, and you know, it's just that kind of stuff, Jinx. Please stop. The sad thing is, Jinx, I think you're upset with me because I never asked for your help, and I think we do some damn good research together. But you know what? Here's what happened, Jinx. When I first got on this case, I already heard about you. I already heard about you opening up a Facebook account and somebody else is using their picture, literally opening up a whole Facebook account and screwing that person over, like getting in contact with their friend's family. I don't want that, Jenks. Not asking for that. I know you're real good at what you do. Take your sights off me, lady. That's all I can say. I never asked for any of this shit. So I have a right to use my own goddamn brain and go, you know what? Oh, I don't want to get mixed in that one. All right. Never done anything to disrespect you, lady. Think you do a just a fine job. So, you know, and then in your video too, you acted like I've been trying to get a hold of you. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. And you're going to bring up my brother's case a couple more times here, people. Have you heard me mention it? You really think I'm here for that? We're perfectly all right with this line drawn. I don't think you guys all understand that because, like I said, you guys are making the biggest statement. And you don't get to, Brendan did not say we need to quit bashing his family. That's you guys. Brendan said quit accusing his family. And guess what? Do you want me to write to him? Because I'd really love to know if he knows everything we know. And did you guys write to him? Like, did you guys send him on that Facebook post? Remember, I found that old post from Barb that says in it, "You want the truth? The prosecution made Bobby and Scott say what they said," or something like that. Don't quote me. Does Bobby or does Brendan know that? Does Brendan know about that other post, that other one that Barb put up saying that she thinks Teresa's alive because she talked to Jody and they told Jody, if you testify against Steve, don't worry because she's not gone or some shit like that.
Bye, Jinx. Bye. Hey, Becca, I'd love to write to him.
Well, why not? Does Brendan know that? Does Brendan know everything that's come out or that people know, right? Are people really going to tell me that Barb is completely honest with Brendan? Are people really going to tell me that Kathleen Zellner has heard Barb state that the prosecution forced Scott and Bobby to say what they said on the stand? Has anybody heard that? I mean, I don't even remember when that post was from. I found it because I have so much shit, and I'm like, well, that's kind of weird. Does Zellner know that? On that post, someone said to Barb, "Hey," well, a lot of us said, why don't you get a hold of Zellner?" Does Brendan know that Barb and Scott are out there telling DCI that they have no idea who Kevin Ramlow is? Does Brendan know that Kevin Ramlow sent a text to Skinny, little Scotty, saying he saw the rabbit at the turnaround and he never got back to him? Does Brendan know that we've tracked Ramlow to being in school with Barb? Does Brendan know that we have now met people that actually knew when Ramlow and him hung out together?
I believe what he says, Becca. I'm not here to argue with you. You know, I never
don't know
had
where you're
anything
at here,
against you. So I don't know where all this is coming from out of you, but I don't hate you. I don't disrespect
you. You know how I feel about you, girl. And if you're willing to hash this out and have a conversation, I will speak to you.
And I'd love to speak to you because I think you're an amazing young lady.
Well, I'm not going to get attacked anymore. And, we are going to defend ourselves. And we really, it's fine. If this split right here is on, then it's on because we're going to keep going and we're going to keep talking and we don't care. You can say anything you want. And I'll tell you, you got some people pretty uptight, not just me, about the video that was just put out yesterday. That was, you guys actually are really embarrassing the entire.
No, I don't, Becca.
With that.
You have me blocked, honey. Sorry.
Okay. If you want to stop the crap, then stop. Okay, let's do it. Ramlu, who has his own agenda what's his agenda, Jinx?
Yeah.
Because he's against Colburn. What, are you not against Colburn? Like, you got something we don't know? I know you're
Hi, Julie.
You tracked yourself back to the Manitowoc area. So I got some questions about that, Jinx.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty cool to know, Jinx.
Yeah.
But you have a historical house. Wow, that's awesome.
What are you talking about, Kim? I'm all, every time I look at the chat, it just makes me go, oh, so he's not credible. Okay. Jinx, have you told Zellner that? Because that's what's funny, Jinx. You sit there and tell Anna she's not credible. Well, here's the deal. You wouldn't have known that if I didn't say that. And guess what? Damn, it hurts for Anna. She's coming right out. She's telling the whole world I was a snitch. Gee, that's a liar for you. Anyway, you went on and said to her, oh, it's, even Zellner said you're not credible. Here's my theory on that. Because what happened was Anna actually got a hold of Paul Capaldi, I think, I could be wrong, 6 years ago on this. Okay. Anna also got a hold of Rubber Ducky. Anna also got a hold of Millbilly. Okay. Nobody put her voice out. So now she's come out, and now you're going to, accuse her of being on meth and act like she isn't credible. And here's how I feel about it. She's not as easy to prove credibility. It might take a little longer, but I agree. She is more credible than Ramlo if you look up Ramlo. Okay. I don't know how the decision was made of who's credible and who isn't. I don't care what Zellner says. I think Anna's credible. That's my choice, And if Zellner doesn't, hey, she's on her own roll. I'm not trying to go against her. I don't know what she's doing. I'm trying to expose corruption, and I know these cops are involved. So sorry. And as far as Ramlo goes, why is he getting any shit whatsoever? This man would talk to me. He's on a gag order because he doesn't want to talk because Zellner asked him not to. So he won't talk. So, and I know Sowinski too. I'm trying to get a hold of him. I hear he's, I've heard good things about him. I'd like to speak to the man. And that's how I do it. I don't care what you want to type on a computer screen about me. I don't care how much shit is on your record. They love it when you have a shit ton on your record. Because then when they, force you to work with them or frame you for something, people just go, well, look at their record, right? So I don't really care. And, Jinx, you're saying Kevin Ramlo isn't credible. Get it to Zellner. You guys get everything to Zellner, get that to Zellner. I personally think he is very credible. And, we do have people that absolutely know. I met a guy that was like, I was with them. They both got a disorderly conduct together one night. So I don't know how to tell you. So should I just shut up about that? Am I just supposed to go, well, I don't know. Why can't I put the information out? I mean, we all remember what happened when we put out that stuff about Chuck. Remember, everybody was like saying how horrible it was that Courtney was going to call Chucky a rapist. Well, we already talked to the people Chucky raped. And then you all came out and were like, that's slander and how dare ya. And then about 2 years later, I think it's come to, everybody did the research, and sure enough, I don't care. Just because I don't have a file right in front of me that says Chuck's convicted of rape, I'm absolutely going to take the word of the two women that are looking in my eyes telling me, hey, he did this to me. And you should look into their eyes. Because it wasn't easy for either one of them to fucking say. So, okay. Makes me not credible. Jinx. What's not credible, girl? What? What do you got, Jinx? Give me a list here. What have I ever lied about? What do you need me to be credible of? I need to be credible to you, Jinx? Hmm? It's not about believing us. It's about, just following everything where it goes. And I find it really interesting that I am not credible, but fucking Barb and Carla are Jinxie. Isn't it funny, Barb? How many years has Carla been out there saying Chucky doesn't have any other daughters? Huh? You think I put that out without talking to those daughters there, Jinxie? You know how long it took me to find that one daughter there, Jinxie? Am I credible there? Was I a little bit right on? And yep, I got the files of how I found her too. Don't worry, she ain't coming forward. None of those girls are coming forward right now, are they? I really wish that they didn't even, I don't know, did I lose you, Kim? Imagine that. See, I got to worry about that stuff too, whatever, capabilities you all have to screw with my computers. I don't know. Stop telling me I said stuff and did stuff I did not. What? What you got, Jinx? You know what? No way. You guys, let's meet. Let's talk. I've already talked to a few people that would actually love to sit and go through that whole video you guys did yesterday. So maybe, if there's any chance of us speaking, it would certainly be through Becca Chu, because you've already so horrifically disrespected me, Jinx, that I'm pretty sure I don't even know where you are. I don't even know who you are, Jinx. And isn't it something? Who are you, man? And why does Nosy Wren have 3 different pages all saying she's from Manitowoc? She's not. And we sure shit don't need people thinking she is, because she is a dirty scoundrel. Why? And Jinx, you too. Why are you all of a sudden in January or whatever posting that you're from Manitowoc? Who do you know? We know the Kleins. We know the Robinsons, the Gadzinskis. So who are you, Jinx? Not trying to put out, keep breaking my balls. I'm not stupid either. And I think you have a little bit more going on than you're willing to tell anybody. So fine, but Courtney has documents but can't realize it. It could get everyone killed. What documents? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'd like that. I'd like to know that.
Well, maybe. Well, it's I don't have documents that could get everybody killed, but I have stuff that is definitely putting us in danger. And it works out really well for people that don't want to like me to completely try to assassinate my character, which is what happened. And all of this, again, started from me working with Rubber Ducky. So I don't care what any of you say. I was there. I know the exact same day. And I have every interaction with Zoe in trying to clear that up. And Obi was also part of me trying to get on there. I even have the message I received from some stranger saying, hey, you need to get into Foul Play Discord and defend yourself because of what they're saying about you. No, I don't. So I want to get back to what we're talking about. And if Becca Chu would like to get a hold of me and do a live, I will do that. I'm sorry, Jinx.
Becca, you are
I'm
not
sorry, Linda,
blocked.
and whoever else you had on the video. The funny thing is that I got onto your video in the last hour, which is, wow. I didn't go listen to the first 2 hours because, anyway, the disrespect and the disgusting attack that went on there.
Thank you, Becca.
Is so embarrassing to this entire community that I don't know if I'll work with you guys. I don't need you. We don't need you. What you're doing to us, you think you guys are not understanding what's going on here. And that's okay, because we do, and we got it. We're not backing down, and we got this. So do what you need to do, Becca. If you'd like to, I will talk to you. I'm not gonna, you know how I feel about it all. I think you're a good young lady, and I think your heart's in the right place. And it actually makes me a little sad because I don't want you pulled into that dark side, and I'm not real happy about being pulled in either, because I am here for the right reasons, and it's not fair. So where we're at is that we got Brendan's letter, we got Steven's letter, and as everybody can see, we have the community divided. I do not want to say that I'm giving up on Brendan.
I'm not either.
I'm not giving up on him. I'm watching, because if I'm going to say for myself, not for anybody I'm working with, this seems sketchy to me. This seems very sketchy. And if Brendan has the knowledge and he's able to write a letter saying that he believes none of these 3 people have anything to do with it, what's he got? Because I know he doesn't have everything, and I know these people are involved. I don't know how Barb is, but you know what, Barb? Like I said, Becca, again, get her on a video. Why isn't she talking? Why isn't she talking? Why isn't she out there Why isn't she forming, or why aren't all you people that are working with her, like, I don't know. It's just interesting to me. I all I keep trying to do is put myself in a mother's position of this happening. And I have spoken to women or mothers that their children were in. I have a second cousin that was uh, he was on the spectrum of autism, and he and some other kids had done a robbery or something like that, and it was kind of a big deal in our town because they robbed a judge's place. And his mother kept saying he's autistic, and the judge was like, "You're just being an overbearing mother. You're being an overbearing mother." So the poor kid did 10 years. And the minute they put him in prison, they had to say, pull him aside because he was developmentally delayed, And then for her, she basically curled up in a ball and couldn't bear life, knowing that he had to live in there in that, And I asked her to come forward with her story, and her son has gotten out, and of course there's so much more around that too, because a kid that spent 10 years in prison really doesn't come out. He came out the same age as he went in. And I'm not saying that about Brendan, just saying about that, but I also am trying to say that she did fucking everything she could, and I just don't understand. If Barb wants to be honest, come out with it all, she can't now. Every action she takes doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry. I'm not looking at the comments now because I'm just trying to have my own little world here, but
Yep.
I can't jump into Barb's, thing and understand anything she's doing. I just don't understand. It's not her actions are not that of somebody that doesn't know something. So that's my opinion. So if you don't agree, that's great. That's fine. And I'm sorry. Brendan doesn't know everything. Brendan certainly doesn't know everything. And why not? If you guys are supporting this kid, fill him in on everything. And if you don't know everything, or if you're sitting here saying that I'm a lunatic, that this is all hearsay, great. Like you guys say, quit listening.
Wow.
People listen.
Barb's kind of like me, isn't she, Jinx? Damned if she does and damned if she doesn't. Same here.
But you know what? Damned if she does, damned if she doesn't. But she always doesn't. Okay, she puts out a Facebook post with this letter, and it's got, I don't even know how many comments now, 350 maybe, probably more. And then all of you guys do a video to support her, and she doesn't show up for the video. She doesn't have time for that video. Like, what was the point? Why put it on Facebook if you can't show up for a video? I don't understand that. And yes, make the time late. So those who have nothing to hide nothing. Okay, so if she won't talk, that's up to her. And I'm sorry, I think the family's involved too. I absolutely do. There's no way this all could have gone on without somebody on the inside. So there you got it. And we do have some information. It's probably gotten to Zellner now, and we're hoping that that's what she's working on right now. So, we got it to Steven, he got it to Zellner. We don't know, and maybe not. She might be like, you're full of shit. Don't know, don't care. Not a lawyer, not sitting in the court. Like I said, let's go back to the attack on us for saying that Chuck was a rapist when we had met women that Chuck raped, and everybody was like, you people are nuts. And let's also talk about how you're also friends with Chuck. And I'd also like to talk about why everybody wants to attack us for simply having our opinions. How did the conversation go with all of you and Scott about those phone calls? If I was on, if I were hanging out with Kim Ducat and Steven called and I was in the background screaming, I told you, hang up on him and tell him to quit calling, you guys would be like, you bitch, get out of here. Is anybody going to speak up about how Scott's treated Brendan? Or how about the phone calls where Barb really wasn't so great to Brendan? I mean, I don't get it, but I do get this. I would not, I've seen Barb, Carla, actually the first time, it doesn't matter, it's fine. I don't care. I don't care what they're saying, and I don't care what they think. They're both hiding something, okay? I don't know what the fuck Carla's up to, but Carla ain't no good, and you guys know it, so maybe you should stop connecting yourself with her. I mean, I was thinking today of writing down a list of all the lies Carla said. I don't know why anybody would ever listen to her again. That is ridiculous. And I'm not out here, you guys could say this about me if I had said that Chuck raped these women, and it wasn't true. It is true. You guys know it. And, we got more people. But you all did the research, and now you came up with the records, right? That Chuck's a rapist. So why is Carla out there saying Chucky doesn't even have other daughters? And if you really want to pick a side, how about you look into Missy Avery, because she ain't talking, man. How about you go, you know why?
Well,
Off our backs, you guys. This is some bullshit, Anyway, I'm still not looking at the chat because I really don't goddamn care, I guess, right now. I know who I am. I know what I'm doing, and I don't deserve this crap you're giving me. So if you guys want to have a conversation, that's fine. That's great. And if, there was a part in that video too that I didn't catch, because I absolutely will not go back and read it or listen to it, because it is so not worth my time. And again, very embarrassing to the community that you guys talked that way and did that, but whatever. Shit, now I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, there was a part in it that a couple people got a hold of me about, that where there something kind of slipped out of that video you all made, saying that you didn't really know if Steven was innocent or something to that effect. Like I said, didn't watch it. I also got all those messages saying that somebody was called a whore. So I don't know.
there's a lot of names being called last night.
Someone has to be the bigger person. Becca Chu, it's me, girl. I'm telling you. This is and even with all the drama going on, I'm still gonna try. And gosh, you guys, I have my days. You guys can feel really good about how it's gone, because I have fucking burst into tears. So you're gonna let anybody see that side, and I'm not going to be ashamed that happened. It's very, very hurtful. I work very hard. I have worked very hard. I put my life in danger. I'm going to try to protect these people here, and I get it. You guys are too. I'm not trying to directly insult anybody. If I have some stuff maybe with the people that are saying they shouldn't be accused of this, but that's between me and them, really. So I have texted Barb in the past. She said she'd meet with me. Carla had my number. I no longer have a phone, so they could get a hold of me elsewhere if anybody wants to try. But it's interesting too, because at the rally I did approach Barb and Carla and said, you need to talk to me. Of course they didn't. At the rally I did approach Mystic and Linda, and we did have a 1 or 2 minute interaction. I wasn't trying to say in my comment that we've never spoken. My God, you guys, everything I say, you're right behind me going, that's not true. That's fake news. Stop. Just
Jinx,
stop.
hold on. Jinx, be sure you take your own advice, sweetheart. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Jinx, I have some major concerns about you. So I don't even, I'm even just leaving you on this chat to try to be the bigger person, but I have some serious, serious issues with some things you've done. And you went on your video acting like I've tried to get a hold of you and I'm trying to get you to put my brother's case out and stuff like that. No, lady, never. I talked to you at the rally. We talked face to face, remember? And I've never spoken to you guys since. So I'm that kind of person. That's why I meet people. I like to meet them face to face. I like to see their faces. I like to feel their energy. So I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm not trying to have a war online, you know? And as far as I'm concerned, since the beginning, since me coming out here, the only reason I put my name out is because I felt like I was in so much danger. And I felt like the more people that knew I was out here, it would keep me safer. So I don't know what to tell you. My heart is so goddamn true. It's kind of ridiculous. So I don't need to defend anything. And I can tell you the people that I'm working with, and we have people that are getting a hold of us, and it's pretty cool because they're seeing the authenticity in what we're trying to do. We're not trying to deceive in any way. And if anybody thinks that I'm so stupid that I come out here and try to put out things that aren't real, that's pretty strange. I mean, I am in this community. You think I'm dumb? And yes, I've had my moments. Like I can admit when I got on Reddit, that felt comfortable to me. It felt like a good crowd. I really didn't understand the concept of having to put all my paper and facts there. And I don't know how to. And I don't, it's just, I'm not really a Facebooker. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not a computer person. So listen, I'm trying my best, trying not to attack anyone. And like you said, Jinx, you don't like me. Okay, great. That's fine. I know Jax doesn't really dig me. I know there's many people that don't really like me. I get it. I mean, I understand why people don't like me. It's okay. But it's not because I'm a hurtful, deceptive person. So if you think that, we really do need to talk because that's craziness. I'm not. So
That's right. You're not.
where
You're
is
really
the
not.
lawyer that has all this evidence? And I'm just reading the last one that's up there. Where is
Okay.
the lawyer that
Talking
has
about the
all this
lawyer.
evidence and taking on the case? What did I do to you, Jinx? I don't like you because of what you did to me. What did I do to you? You're lady right now. You are gonna have to show your receipt of me ever fucking saying that somebody should commit suicide. Please. And okay? All right. Again, let's talk tomorrow, Jinx, because the video about you. I didn't put out a video about you. See, you guys take things. Yes, I mentioned you in it. How much do I need to take, Jinx? How much do you guys get to say about me when I'm meeting with people and we're freaking out because our lives are in danger? What do you want from me? How much do I need to focus on you instead of what I'm doing? I mean, do you guys all know what we're doing to even protect ourselves? So, yes, I made a video addressing you. And you know what? When we get done here, I'll go over that video. Yes, I'm hurt. I'm offended. I'm directly being worked against. But you know what? Again, I'm gonna stop this right fucking here. We're not doing this. Did you guys come onto this video to talk about these letters, or did you come on here to talk more about the 3-hour video you made about me and anybody else that you wanted or feel needs to be discredited? Because you didn't really discredit anybody. You really made, okay. And yes, I needed to speak up that night. I did. And yes, I said in it on that video, contact me. So it's okay. We're not going to talk. I'm not even going to glance over at this message anymore. I actually, if I could shut it down right now, Jinx. Jinx, lady, grow up, get a hold of me, however you can, and we're not doing this. So good luck to you. And I'm sorry. I am sorry for all this drama. It's ridiculous. It's taking way away from everything. But you know what? What's great about it is showing people. It's showing people that a lot of you have based all of your decisions and all of your research on your friendship with certain members of the family. So good on you. So I guess it's up to you to clear Scott, Bobby. I don't know how much Barb's involved. So maybe get a hold of Zellner and totally clear Bobby. I don't know. Seems like Steven and Zellner have something there. I don't know. And we already know that none of Scott's fucking shit matches up. So, well, that's coming out too. You guys don't even know. So it's okay. And again, I'm gonna
Oh
get a hold
God,
of
there's
Becca.
another
I'm gonna
lie.
try. Kim, don't do it. You know, if I could, they need to do all of this because everything that they're writing is also a record, right? And what happened with this letter is the best exposure that could be because it's totally showing how far Barb will go to manipulate Brendan, and it's showing how these people that are saying that they only are here to support Brendan are not.
Right.
I'm friends with Barb. And yes, I believe they support Brendan. But Barb knows some stuff, you guys. And if you're really her friend, then get her to talk. And I'm not going to go anymore. You guys aren't. So every time I guess I do a video, and isn't it funny that they do a video yesterday and you can't get on the chat unless you put in a credit card and give them 99 cents, which trust me, the video wasn't worth 99 cents. But, and then when you do comment, they delete it right away. So you guys, you can do this now. We are going to come up with a better way. You know, I really don't have a problem with you coming here and trying to, you know, chat, but you come in to do the same thing every time. And it says way more about you than me. So I'm going to try. Becca True. I think I'll just try to get through to you on Facebook. I mean, that's the easiest way for me. Okay, buddy, I don't know. And you might by then say, fuck you, Courtney. I don't know. You know, I'm going to try to keep an open mind. I do think that you do a great job, Becca, but I'm not going to play this. You know, I can be a civilized person. You know that you and I have spoken. I mean, I think that one time it was for over 2 hours. And that is exactly why I'll sit here right now, even though I do feel that we have a misunderstanding between us. I think you're a good person. I think you have a rockin' ass great soul. So that's where I'll start this with. I don't know that about the others. So, and it's beyond that. So, all right. Okay. So after all of that sidetrack, and like I said, if I could right now get rid of the chat, can I? Oh, look at there. It's not even in my eyes anymore. Kim, are you still there?
Oh yeah.
I'm
still here.
I recommend that you too. I don't know if you can click out of the chat or just quit looking at it, honestly, because we aren't going to win with them. This is how they do it. And I know from a fact, from my own experience, that the only way you win against narcissism is to be a bigger one. And I'm not fighting. You guys,
Right.
you win. You win, you win. You guys
Right.
go your way, and I'm not stopping. I am not going to let down the people that matter to me. And the people, man, I got some locals that I am willing to fucking die for. So
Yep.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't give a fuck what you think, I guess. So, and you know, it's sad. It's really sad. I stand for Brendan Dassey. I stand fucking strong for Steven
Brendan
Avery.
Dassey.
And I point my whole hands and fingers at that fucking family, okay? And law enforcement, don't get me wrong, and the state of Wisconsin. Somebody got their hands dirty, and it was a few of those family members, huh? And the family members that married in and are now family members, right? Scotty, skinny. You're so funny calling yourself skinny, especially when you're not know someone. Skinny, come on, you really shouldn't be. We know about you, Skinny. And you know, like Kim, I might have told you. Yes, I did tell you about the person that I met with. Not my most recent one, but another one that's got some mind-blowing information to come out with.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And what's really hard, and what my main goal here was to create a safe place for locals to come forward.
Yep.
And now we got Mystic Jinx, who's saying she's done her genealogy. She's from Manitowoc, which I don't know if she's trying to make herself a local. I'm not sure. Let's talk about that. I have some questions there, Jinx, because we do have, from what you posted on your genealogy, we have some connections if you'd like to know who they are to make. But I got sidetracked there, Kim.
Yeah, I know.
I don't remember what I was even saying. I get, all of a sudden my head is like, ugh. Oh, and then we got Nosy Ren out there who's saying that she's from Manitowoc. And why? Because what if somebody tries to get a hold of Nosy Ren? She ain't from Manitowoc. That's ridiculous,
Yep.
Anyway, people are absolutely terrified to come forward. So, you know what? I don't care what any of you think. I got this. You do you guys, and you keep it up. But I am going to get the voices of the people that know something to the people it needs to go to. Okay. And I've always said that I do have a part in this community. I got the balls to go and get the stuff done. I have the intelligence to find things. I have I'm this person here. And I know you guys don't like it because I can't put a fact sheet behind it or something, but that's okay. I get to be this person. Jinxie, you be the one that does what you're doing, And I'll say again, I guess, what does it matter when we sit there and put out the stuff we know about rapey Chuck, and everybody attacks us? And then even when people do put out the, okay, here's the records. Christ, one of them's so bad they won't even read it. But you still like Chuck. Still don't step back and go, holy shit, this guy. And that's the interesting thing too, like with the phone calls with Chuck and stuff. Does anybody see in any place where Chuck is worried that this horrendous crime is going to come back on him? Chuck's a rapist. Chuck's a pedophile. And now they're saying, hey, a missing woman, there's a woman missing from your property. And in his interviews, he's getting on his phone. He doesn't seem the slightest bit worried that he could be framed for. He knows his brother was framed and sat 18 years, but never is Chucky thinking, holy shit, they're gonna put this on me. They're gonna put this on me. Steven was worried about that, but not Chuck. Why is that, Chucky Chuck? Because you're protected, old boy. Sick fucker. Sick fucker, Chuck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very, very.
Yeah.
Very. And for a long time.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Way bigger of a suspect than Steven.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt.
It's funny. It wasn't even a second glance. So whatever. Okay, so I don't know if there's another letter coming. I feel like this was all a big goddamn game once again, because everybody came in and like they do, they'll say, let's all just mind our own business. I didn't go back and leave a bunch of comments on their stuff. I've seen that somewhere there. You guys, we are not fucking 12-year-old girls, okay? It's ridiculous. So you've totally bombarded my whole thing, which is great, because now when people come for this video, once again, they're like, here we are with all the drama. So this will be the very last time that I ever deal with you people in my chats. Either you come on and you contribute. And I said before we started, I said to Kim, I'm great with them coming on. I just don't want name calling. I don't want the attacks. I don't want that. And I wanted to try to keep my focus. Okay.
Yep.
You guys have had this is the last time that you're going to try this on us. If you would like to talk and hash it out, I am open to that.
Yep. We
Not
both are.
going to happen again. We are
We both are.
here because we support Brendan Dassey and we support Steven Avery. That's it.
Exactly.
We don't need any more. And God damn it, we're going to be a voice. We are going to be a voice for them, whether you like it or not. So keep up what you're doing, and we're going to keep up what we're doing. And right?
Yep. Exactly.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah. And please, I don't know. Everybody just hang on, everybody, we all do have something important to give. And I apologize to everybody that it's this way and it sucks, but if I could do anything to unite it, I will. I'm trying to be the bigger person, but I'm not going to be treated like that anymore, So that's it.
Well, I don't. What I think is not fair is that we're all out here trying to do the same thing, which is research, find the loopholes, and get these guys out of the cage. They've been caged up for way too long for nothing. And if people can't talk to one another, that's what's wrong with this world today, that people can't just sit down and have a civil conversation.
Well,
and
that's because why I
beat
think
each other over the head and cuss each other out and threaten each
because
other.
I think, Kim, that like this guy was saying, a lot of people I feel like with a lot of people in this research community, this is their life, and they maybe didn't have I'm not a very social person anymore, and it's obvious that I make it a lot of my time, but I think a lot of people, this is kind of their life, and they've met a lot of people and made some connections that they really cherish and stuff like that. So, but I don't, and even you, my friend, can turn it off, but I don't hear. I'm constantly mortified that they're going to frame me like they did to Ronald Fensel and Randall Matea, and like they tried to do with Bradley Kugel, and like they did to Stephen and Brenda.
Yeah.
And like I said, we're all believers in the Second Amendment, right, as well. And it's interesting because I am a fucking handgun owner now. And when I go and whenever I go do my stuff, I'm going to take care of myself. I am scared and I don't really know how else to handle it. And when you find out and hear the things that I hear about the things that are going on out there, we all have to take care, and then we got somebody that was stalking Anna last week. Real creepy, man, getting a hold of her on her phone through Facebook. Started out with saying she was fucking hot, and then turned into, then when she was like, who are you, and he tried to, it was fucking weird.
Yep.
And then when she, right away, she's like, like I have a boyfriend, and she wasn't even trying to talk to the guy. She kept trying to say, who are you? But then once she wouldn't, what kind of guy? It's bizarre. The whole story is bizarre, but
yeah,
very strange, very creepy. And, so then back in, gosh, it's been a few years when we first came out with some of our Tracks Tavern stuff. And we were working with Richard Boyd. Where are you, Richard? Anyway, the Kim had received 2 threatening phone calls at that time. Kim Ducat did, and I don't remember what. I don't know what they said. I know one of them was, "I told you you need to back the fuck off," and that's all it was. And then it was a hang up. There were 2 of those.
Wow.
And Anna apparently was talking to Brad Dassey. I don't know if they talked through message or what. I don't even know if this is okay to put out. I don't see why not. But when he was recently going through this junk with Barb and that, apparently he got some threatening phone calls.
Wow.
This is hearsay, total hearsay. I will talk to Brad. I'll get a hold of them to confirm that. So it's and I don't know who did it. Does anybody know, like, who do that? Like, who would feel so threatened by Kim Ducat coming out and talking about Chuck. And why would Brad, like, who would do that? You know, I really don't see it as, yeah, I think we can all figure out who might have done that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bizarro World, there is some cool information still coming out. There are new people coming forward. It's very cool coming out, and they have some important things and research that they're trying to offer and getting razzed as much. You know, I don't get it. I really don't. Somebody with a psychology degree, will you talk to me? Like, can I do a live with someone like that so they can explain to me how to navigate all this? Because if somebody, I really am going to try to be the bigger person. So if somebody can guide me on that, I'll do my best. So I don't want the, how long we've been on here? What is it? An hour and a half. Sorry.
Yep.
See? Really, I should even change the title because we spoke so little about the letter and so much about the drama. And I apologize for that. Let's figure out a way to keep it more on target and focus next time. Okay.
Yep.
And we're going to remedy our problems. I hope that people will respect us. You know, I really wanted to get on here and speak to the people that I do work with about the things that we found. And we have these new people that have come into the case and want to work with us. So we were kind of excited to do this live because of the people that kind of found us and want to help us too, because you guys, all I want is help, you know, all I want. So anyway, we got sidetracked. I apologize. And if I have to do another video tomorrow talking more about these letters, I will. They are very, very important because it's showing that it's kind of funny. I'm wondering if Zellner and Steven, this wasn't a little bit of a fun little setup. I could be wrong, but it sure did. It sure brought the rats. It sure made the rats scurry now, didn't it?
Well, you know, the thing about, and yeah, if we had to talk about them again tomorrow, that's great. That's perfect. Because actually, those letters do give those two gentlemen a voice, and we get to hear their voice.
Well, it's interesting to hear. It's interesting to hear Brendan's voice now, isn't it, Kim?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Needed to hear that. We needed to hear that. We needed that Facebook post to happen, didn't we? Mm-hmm. Didn't we?
Yep. Yeah.
And that's part of all of this. Yep. And I would think, probably part of the record at this point.
Yeah. Yep.
And it certainly will be. So, yeah. Kim.
Yes.
I lost my focus on the chat, as I always do, which is why I so appreciate you helping me.
You're welcome.
And you know, I'm a frazzled little brain here. I go off on my tangents, but I think we did our best.
Fine. You're fine.
And yeah, weird ass video as they always are. Sorry, people. If I believe, I mean, I do have interactions with Stacy Seabrook. I don't get a hold of him and say, hey, I'm going to use your song tonight, but I know he has given me permission to use his music. And of course, I know I'll post it here that my views are not the same as Stacy's. And yes, if he does not like me using his music, absolutely, sir, you tell me. I think he knows that the reason I use his song is because it always gives me goosebumps. Because I love that song. I really do. And it's you know how I feel. So anyway.
Well, you know how it is. We all live on Avery Road.
Mm-hmm. Very, very much do. And in a very literal sense to a lot of us here. So, and also just a little heads up that we are trucking along, you know, we're working. And I if any of the people that I work with have you know, a lot of the locals really probably aren't going to sit and listen to a damn long video like this. And I do not blame them because we have gotten so far off target. And really, I don't even know how interested they are in these letters, you know. Yeah, but we're working with them and we got some stuff. So cool. Everybody have a great night. I'm probably going to lose my shit looking back at these comments, but it won't show up on here. All right. Justice for Steven Avery and absolute justice for Brendan Dassey, everybody. Thanks for coming, and we'll talk later. Thank
Good
you.
night,
Tim.
everybody. Good night, Court.
Night, bud.